was OS2 class today. It was our first session for the summer. We had a few things on the board. We did the cards, that information. Name, date, background, career, hobbies, front of the card. Learning concerns, anything we need to know, and expectations for the course. I gave them, this is the IP address to access the work server from off campus. And if you need passwords changed, adjust, updated on that, you just need to drop me an email. And I will take care of that for you. The only other notes that we had on the board, we talked about open source. Linux being open source. We talked about source code. So I reviewed, or it might have been new for some people, how we have source code, software. We use programming language to develop source code. People write that using all kinds of languages. We had a number of them named. C++, Python, Perl. You might think of PHP, Java, JavaScript, Perl script, and then some older ones like Fortran, Cobalt, RPG, Pascal, all those, and there's literally hundreds, in which we write a source code. And then we take the source code and we compile it into an object code, or it gets interpreted if it's a script, but we compiled, and it's compiled based on the operating system that the executable needs to run on. So we write some code in a language, we compile it for Windows 7, turns into an object code, then it's linked, it brings in the things that it needs. For example, our software doesn't have to be written to take care of storing things on a hard drive. The operating system can do that, so we get the right DLLs in here, and then we get an executable that will then operate on Windows 7. So when we talk about open source, that means this source code is available for people to come in, change, adjust, and so forth. Now if it's Microsoft, like it's one of their software packages like Office, well, that's proprietary. They own the source code. You can't decompile it. And so what you do is you just lease the use of it. You lease the executable. It should run on the operating system, whichever one was designed to match up with. We had a couple commands we had here on the board, but everything else then would be in the other recording of the class. And that's it today in terms of the notes that were on the board.